Welcome to the Infamous King channel, where we bring history's most legendary figures back to life through powerful stories. Today, we're diving into the wild and rebellious life of one of Mexico's most iconic revolutionaries, the man, the myth, the legend, Pancho Villa.
Who was Pancho Villa, born as Jose Doroteo Arango
In 1878 in the rugged hills of Durango, Mexico.
Pancho Villa was not born into power, privilege, or wealth.
In fact, he grew up poor,
working the land and facing the daily struggles of survival. But life had something far greater planned for him. He would become a name known across the world as a symbol of revolution, resistance, and rebellion. Villa's story took a dramatic turn as a teenager when he reportedly killed a man who had assaulted his sister.
Forced to flee, he adopted the alias Francisco Pancho Villa and vanished into the wilderness.
But instead of disappearing, he transformed from a fugitive to a bandit, and from a bandit to a revolutionary hero.
The outlaw-turned-hero Villa became known as a Robin Hood figure, stealing from the rich landowners and distributing wealth to the poor. But his actions weren't just about survival or revenge.
They were a statement against a system that had crushed the lives of ordinary Mexicans for generations. When the Mexican Revolution erupted in 1910,
against the long dictatorship of Porfirio Diaz,
Villa didn't hesitate.
He joined forces with revolutionary leader Francisco I.
Madero, rising quickly through the ranks thanks to his natural leadership and unmatched charisma. Villa's army, known as the División del Norte, the Division of the North, became one of the most skilled and respected forces in the revolution. The military genius Pancho Villa was no ordinary fighter.
He was a brilliant strategist and an inspiring leader.
He trained his troops, introduced modern tactics,
and even used armored trains, something unheard of in the region at the time.
His victories against federal forces turned him into a national hero and a legend among the people.
But like many revolutionaries, Villa's story wasn't without betrayal,
shifting alliances, and political chaos. After Madero was assassinated, Villa clashed with other revolutionary leaders,
including Venustiano Carranza, leading to civil war within the revolution itself.
The raid on the US.
Perhaps one of Villa's most daring and infamous acts was the 1916 raid on Columbus, New Mexico. Furious over US support for his rivals,
Villa led hundreds of men across the border, attacking the town and killing several Americans. It was the first foreign attack on US soil since the War of 1812, and it shocked the world. In response, the United States sent General John J.
Pershing and thousands of troops into Mexico to capture Villa. They chased him for nearly a year, but never succeeded.
Pancho Villa had become a ghost, untouchable and unstoppable.
The final years, by the 1920s, Villa agreed to retire from fighting in exchange for a peaceful life on a ranch. But peace didn't last long. In 1923, while driving through peril, he was ambushed and assassinated, shot to death in a rain of bullets.
Even in death, he remained larger than life, a figure loved by many, hated by some, but remembered by all.
Legacy. Pancho Villa's legacy is complicated. To some, he was a ruthless bandit. To others, he was a hero of the people, a man who stood up against injustice,
and a symbol of resistance against oppression. What's certain is this: he changed the course of Mexican history forever.
From outlaw to revolutionary general, from hunted fugitive to legendary folk hero, Pancho Villa's name still echoes through the deserts and mountains of Mexico. A reminder that sometimes the most unlikely people become the most unforgettable heroes.
Thank you for watching this episode of Infamous King. If you enjoyed this story and want to hear more tales of history's
boldest figures and greatest legends,
don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss a story worth telling.